This is the Obsidian Pro from HAX. It's a $150 helmet with the ECE 2206 rating. But should you buy it? Let's talk about it. If you haven't heard of HAX before, you're not alone. Supposedly they've been around since 2009. From my research, it seems like more south of the border and just more recently trying to work their way into the US market. A couple of things to note about this. This is not part of the helmet system. This is a separate system that I got for my son so he could communicate with us. An interesting thing when I opened the box for this helmet, it comes with a bag, but this little spoiler on the back was not attached. I'm not sure if that has to do with helmet laws saying that nothing can protrude from the helmet more than, I believe it's like a ½ inch or something like that, or 3/4 of an inch. I don't quote me on that, but that might be why it was not installed from the factory. Now it's time to put this on, hop on the Road Glide, and go take this thing for a road test.
All right, so let's talk about this HAX Obsidian Pro. The first thing I noticed having ridden this is the visor fogs up almost instantaneously. So even though they don't include one in the box, you will need a pin lock because it fogs. It is a little bit of a humid day, but I don't have this problem with any other helmet. The helmet does come with this visor. If you want a second visor, it's going to be $35. If you want a pin lock from HAX, it's going to be $35. So with an extra shield and a pin lock, you will be at about half the cost of this helmet.
All right, to make it clear, I did get this helmet from HAX through the Amazon Vine program, and no cost to me in exchange for my honest review. Just like every product on this channel, I don't pull punches for anybody. You get the full and honest truth, as well as my full and honest opinion of the product.
As far as noise is concerned, this is the noisiest helmet. I mean, this makes the Senna helmet look like a quiet room compared to that. You can hear every bit of wind, you can hear every bit of noise coming from your motorcycle, and I noticed when I was putting the camera on, it echoes. If I vibrated this thing or moved it or hit it on anything, it was almost like a drum, almost like it was doing that sort of noise. This is a thermoplastic shell, and I wanted to point something out because they want to talk about art and their styling. Have you ever seen a Bic lighter? This is what this helmet reminds me of. I feel like this is a white plastic shell or even a red plastic shell with some sort of wrap on it that they put heat to and shrink to it. Because if you put your finger on this, you can put a dent in this and it goes away. So there's got to be some sort of wrap on this helmet. Now the helmet is set up for comm system. As you can see, I installed this one for my son so he can talk to us while he's on the motorcycle with us. There's pockets in there set out for the speakers. They don't just stick onto the EPS and possibly rub your ears like some. I'm not sure why I keep getting these helmets with the drop down visors. Other people like them. I do not. Again, they should be eradicated from the earth by any and all means necessary. Now, I'm going to open this up. Over here is the lever next to the shield edge. It's pretty easy to activate. You just flick up and the visor will come down. Now I couldn't do that for too long because I didn't pull the sticker. If you look in the market at this price range with an ECE 2206 rating, RevZilla at the time of filming only offers 5 helmets in this price range with a 2206 rating. Now, if you do not want or care about the 2206 rating, they really have some stiff competition from big name brands in the market. Now, this empty jar on top of my shoulders, it is, in all purposes, just about every helmet manufacturer, it's a medium size. So I did grab a large. it's a little loose. I'm surprised the cheek pads, for being as soft as they are, they're actually pretty dang supportive. I'm actually pretty happy with them. And there's no crack detent on this helmet. So let's talk about that right now. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Now the one thing I will say, and I know I apologize guys, I keep going back to my rear rock, but the field of view in this helmet versus say my rear rock or even the Senna helmet is much worse. It is not quite as wide.
Before I give you my final thoughts about this helmet, I did want to mention that I reached out to HAX to ask for information on their company, any other additional information I couldn't find on their website about the helmet. It's been a month and I haven't heard back, so it is what it is. Now in the future, I think I'm going to do this a lot more, these products. I'm going to reach out to the company, try to get any more information I can find out about them, any help, but I will share that with you guys. Should you buy it? Well, my biggest problem is I'm comparing it to a $500 rear rock. I'm comparing it to a $600 Senna helmet. I really can't do that. This is a $150 helmet and I need to look at it as such. As a value proposition, it's not a bad helmet in that regard. In this $150 price range, you will not find anything this wild. This is the attraction of this helmet, in my opinion. The chrome rear visor, the red accents, the dragon, the red yellow shield. I think that's all a huge plus at this price range. And at this $150 price, I would prefer to see a fiberglass shell rather than the thermoplastic shell. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, this is V Twinkie, and here we build them to ride.